right, we got the Callaway Elyte Night Edition driver here. This is the same as their other Elite drivers. It's just a different aesthetic. They've released the Elite Sandstorm. They have this Elite Night Edition. So more of a blacked out, kind of sleek look, different from their green color scheme that they have on their standard Elite family. I'm going to talk about it a little bit here this morning and give it a few hits, relay some thoughts that I have on it. I do like the look of it. It has a 2-gram front weight here. It has a 13-gram movable rear weight. You can put that in the draw position, the fade position, or leave it in the neutral. I'm trying this out in a 10.5-degree model. As far as the crown goes, this has got kind of a nice look, kind of a matte, not super glossy, thermo forged carbon crown. They say it has aerospace grade carbon fiber. A lot of marketing speak with that, but overall it has a good look. This is 460 cc's in size. Just has a nice look over the ball. Does have the alignment mark there, which is familiar to the Elite family. The triple diamond models do not have that alignment mark. AI 10X face, meant to help dispersion, improve launch, improve ball speed. Nice deep looking face. From what I've hit on the mini driver, it is a nice feeling face. I'll give it that. All right, and I got the Aretera EC1 Blue Stiff Flex. This is a ballyhooed shaft. Was very curious to test this out as well. Aretera uses a numerical system. When you order this in the Stiff Flex from Callaway, you will get the 55-gram, and they have different weight classes. This is the 55-gram weight class, but they have a 2 through 5 flex. So 5 would be extra stiff, 3 would probably be regular. This number 4 model is the Stiff Flex. So I'm curious to test this out, see what it feels like. Let's hit a few here. The Elite Night Edition. See what kind of results we get. That one got sideways a little bit. A little off to the right. All right, really interesting first few swings there. I have a sneaking suspicion about something with this club. I'm going to hit a couple more with some crazy swings, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, let's do another really just loopy swing with that. Let's see what happens. Put a crazy swing on this Elite Night Edition. All right, let's try to get a big old rope draw on this thing. That came around. Fun to hit. All right, it's always fun to try out new clubs. This is what I like to do. I don't go through reams of data. I like to take things out here where we actually use the clubs, hit several shots, and just get my initial knee-jerk reaction. The Callaway Elyte Night Edition with the Aretera EC1 Blue stiff shaft. There's a few areas that stuck out to me here. First is obviously the look. They're going for a sleek, refined, modern look with this blacked out Night Edition. I like the look. It looks rock solid behind the ball. I do think they had a minor miss with the head cover. They're just sending out their standard Elite head cover. I think they could have done like a blacked out head cover. That would have added to the aesthetic of this particular driver that they're sending out. Now, as far as the performance of it, this is the second area. Based on how good it looks behind the ball, I honestly was expecting just a little bit more in performance. It's perfectly fine, but nothing drastically stood out to me, and that includes the Aretera shaft. It just kind of was middle of the road. It was good. It was solid. There's nothing really that wowed me. I'm like, wow, I absolutely have to have this. But it was perfectly adequate as far as the performance of it. I will mention one thing on the sound. There's an ever so slight kind of tinny type sound. Not a huge deal, but just something that I noticed just a little bit. And I would say the third area, I took some crazy swings there with it, because one thing that did stick out to me is that it was very easy to hit. Easy to get in the air, easy to get it out there in play. I was impressed by that. An easy to hit driver. Now, I would say to wrap up, in conclusion, my recommendation would probably be to save your money. This was $700 after taxes. Now, the reason I got this is I used their 100% trade-in bonus, so I had $220 worth of old clubs. That went up to $440 because of the 100% bonus. I had an old gift card that I was able to use, so I didn't really have to put that much towards this driver. But that is an obscene amount of money for something that's just kind of middle of the road to me. My recommendation Wait till next year. Wait till they hit Callaway Golf Pre-Owned. Wait till they start hitting eBay and the secondary resale sites. There's no need to pay that kind of money for a brand new driver. That's just prices a ton of people out. And this is just raw dandy golf, no gimmicks, no bold outlandish claims. I've been putting out golf content for a while. I'm doing this on my own dime, on my own time. No one is sending me their stuff for free. I would greatly appreciate it if you consider joining me on the journey and hitting subscribe, trying to grow it up in their subscribers. I'll be honest, I'm trying to hit that 1,000 mark, and I'd really appreciate it if you help me get there. Thanks for taking the time to watch.